Jujutsu Kaisen 0 is the first film in the world of Jujutsu Kaisen. If you're new to the series, Jujutsu Kaisen is a manga series that stars Yuji Itadori as he learns how to become a Jujutsu sorcerer. The manga series went on to get an anime adaptation, and this is a spin-off from that. Jujutsu Kaisen 0 is not following Yuji Itadori and will instead focus on a new character named Yuta Okkotsu. Yuta is a soft-spoken kid who is protected by the ghost of his childhood friend, Rikka. Yuta meets our third favorite anime sensei, Gojo, and is now learning the ways of Jujutsu sorcery. Along the way, he and his classmates must learn how to fight cursed spirits while also training so he can free Rikka from her curse. I loved this film because it packs all of the emotion, heart, and action we've come to expect from Jujutsu Kaisen. In other anime films, there's an issue because stories aren't manga canon, so you end up feeling like you're watching an extended filler episode rather than a story worth making the jump from the small screen to the big one. But the reason that this one works is because it isn't filler. It's a legit part of Jujutsu Kaisen lore, and focusing on a different group of characters means you can change the tone and perspective a bit. Yuta, for example, is vastly different from Yuji. So there's an entirely different style of storytelling that's being done here, because Yuji Itadori is outgoing, he's a people person, he's very Naruto-esque, right? In the sense that he's this big personality where he enters the room, you know Yuji's there. Yuta, on the flip side of that, is the complete opposite. He's very quiet and shy and even a little bit nervous. But again, that just changes the dynamic, especially his dynamic with the supporting cast of this film. It makes for a highly emotional story because we're invested in what's happening with Rikka and Yuji, because we don't know what's going to happen to them, right? That's why this works as not a filler episode. It's following different characters and we're not entirely sure what's going to happen to them, except for characters like Panda, Gojo, and the rest, because we know their fates. We know that they're in Jujutsu Kaisen Season 1, therefore they make it out of this movie at least, at the very least. But it's cool having them return because it's like the story is set in the world of Jujutsu Kaisen, but we're following a different MC and we're not entirely sure what to expect from Yuta or Rikka, which I think is really fun. Overall, though, Jujutsu Kaisen is a great film set in the world we've come to love. I personally love this movie more than the actual anime itself, and that's saying a lot because I really dig Jujutsu Kaisen as a franchise, as a series. But I don't know, man, just the way that this story is, it's a three act structure in the sense that it's a full story. It's not half of an arc. It's not a filler story where you can clearly tell that not the same level of care was put into it. It is just its own thing. You don't need to watch it to understand Jujutsu Kaisen. You don't need to watch Jujutsu Kaisen to understand this movie. And so I think 0 really works as a standalone film that you can watch on your own, right? Whether you've seen the anime or not, make sure you go see Jujutsu Kaisen 0 because it's just a very fun, emotional, action-packed adventure that I feel like most people will enjoy. It's a little bit gross at times because we're fighting demons and monsters and stuff. It can get a little bloody here and there, but overall, I think you guys would have fun with Jujutsu Kaisen movie 0. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, why don't you subscribe or check out some of my other reviews? And if you're into anime, why don't you check out my friends at the Amateur Otaku Podcast? They're covering anime almost daily over at that channel, and I'm having a blast just chit-chatting with them, talking about My Hero Academia, talking about Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer, all that good stuff. So give them a subscribe as well. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a fantastic day and stay flamin'. Peace.